Hey guys, welcome back to Bella Strong TV. I'm your host Karen Harbour, and for the next 17 days we're focused on tips and tricks to set us up for success on the Whole30. The tip of the day, and I can't believe I haven't talked about this one specifically earlier, and I apologize for that, because this is a big challenge. It's a big issue when we're on the Whole30. It's how to dine out. I mean, how to go to the restaurant and not feel very anxious and like you're very special because you need this, that, and the other all on its side, and you can't do this on top and you can't do that on top, and what is in the mashed potatoes and what is in the asparagus and what's on top of the fish, and all those questions, right? Because the menu is just not a piece of fish normally. It's just not a steak. It's, seared salmon with grilled asparagus and sauteed mushrooms, and it's probably cooked in dairy because it's cooked in butter usually, and you have to ask specifically for it to be cooked with olive oil, and all these issues arise, and I'm just anxious talking about them. So maybe that's why I haven't talked about it earlier, is because I came up with a plan of attack when going to restaurants, and it's very important when you're going out to eat to not focus too much on being on the Whole30. So much so that everybody that you're out to dinner with or lunch with or breakfast with, whatever, is pretty much annoyed at you because you're on the Whole30 and you can't eat this, that, and the other, right? So here's what you want to do. You want to pick the restaurant. You want to do research before you pick that restaurant, and you want to check out the recipe. You might even want to call ahead and ask if you can order stuff according to your special diet, and see if they pretty much get annoyed with that or not. The restaurants that don't get annoyed with that are awesome, and they will accommodate you no matter what. Easy restaurants to pick from, obviously, is like a sushi restaurant, which you can order sashimi. And if you like things raw, I'd highly recommend doing that. Hamachi collar is awesome. It's the collar of a yellowtail, or they also have salmon collars, which is great. They just usually sprinkle some salt and pretty much broil it. It's crispy on the outside and really soft and delicious on the inside. Good fats as well. Another restaurant, seafood places and steak places are awesome. You can usually order a piece of seafood or a steak and have the sides, which usually are, grilled vegetables. Sometimes you could get a baked potato, which is awesome because now we can have white potatoes on the Whole30. So that's great. When you're ordering, just in advance, tell your waiter, your server, that you're allergic to gluten. I know it's a little white lie, but who knows? Maybe you are. Maybe you have some kind of intolerance to gluten. So it might not be a white lie. But until you finish the Whole30 and then reintroduce, you'll never know. So maybe you tell the server that you are allergic to gluten, that you're allergic to dairy, and that you have all these kind of so-called dietary restrictions. And so you put that responsibility in their hands. And you tell them if they're cooking with butter, if you can ask the chef to cook with oil instead. If they have things already pre-made and they just heat up, like for instance, spinach is usually maybe cream spinach, right? They're not gonna saute spinach for you on the side. Probably not. But, they can grill up some asparagus for you and use olive oil instead of butter. They can also do a baked potato for you, I'm pretty sure, right? So there's definitely options. And you probably want to order a la carte for the most part. Definitely want to get dresses and sauces and all the condiments on the side. And yeah, just focus on that protein, focus on those veggies, and focus on good quality foods that you can eat while you're dining out. So I know, maybe a little white lie, but, that's okay in the scheme of things. If it's going to make you feel better about eating out, because the key is to also socialize when you're on the Whole30, right? It's not to hibernate and not talk to your friends and family and coworkers and everybody. It's to enjoy good quality time with them when you're eating quality. That's about it. So dine out, just be prepared a little bit. Check the menu before you go out. Call if you'd like, but definitely, probably order a la carte.